So we are working in Django level 2 part, and in the Django level 2 part, we have completed the models part, and after that we have also completed the models, template and views, that is MTV part. Now it is the time to work with a project, okay, Django project, level 2 exercise. And before that, I want to tell you something about how to add the CSS in Django template. Okay, so for that, let me start our application. So inside our application, and further, let me add one CSS file. So you can learn how to add that CSS file. So basically, inside the static, I need CSS folder, and inside the CSS folder, I add my style.css. Okay. So in the static, you can see we have image folder, but here we need to add one another folder, that is another directory, that is CSS. Okay. So let me add the CSS directory here, and inside the CSS directory, I will add one another file, and that will be my style.css, my style.css, and you can put name of that file according to your project. Okay, whatever you want to put. So here, this is my CSS file, and I also show you, I already included that file, but at that time I commented that part. So let me uncomment this, and now this CSS file is included in our HTML template. So you can see this link is adding the CSS file using this syntax, style sheet, and in the href we have given the path, and this is the syntax, how we give path in the Django using the percentage symbol. Okay, percentage symbol. Okay, so CSS part we have done, and now it is the time to show the functionality of CSS. But before that, we need to write some CSS inside this CSS file so that we can show you the property. So first CSS I want to add for our h1, and inside the h1 I want to give the color. Okay, so what color I want to give? You can give the color which you want, but I want to give here red. Okay, so red I given. This part I have done, and another, you can see we have added the table, and so we can add the table. Okay, and in the table, in the th, and in td. Okay, in td we also added this border. Okay, so border 2 pixel, border should be 2 pixel, solid and black. Okay, so this is the characteristics I have given CSS. Okay, so let me save that CSS, and after saving, let me run the server again. So we need to go to our, here you can see we need to go to our uh, exact directory in which our first project is there. Okay, so now here we need to run the command. So you already know what command we are running here to run our server. We are running the python manage.py. Okay, run server, and let me see if there is any error or not. There is not any error. Okay, there is not any error, and we are able to run the application. Now you can see, I can show you the different, what is the difference here. Okay, what is the importance of adding the CSS, and you already learned about the CSS in the CSS portion. Okay, so let me go to this index. .html, and here let me comment that part. Okay, after comment, okay, let me run, and it's already run, and let me refresh this, and here you can see we have simple table. There is not any css here. Okay, but when you go to the index.html and when you uncomment that line, now you are able to edit the css, okay, which we have added here in the static css folder, and we have given the same path css static. In the static folder, here you can see css mystyle.css we have added and percentage symbol. Now let me save it, and you can see the difference which we already have seen. So this is the well organized table, and this data we are generating from the backend using the dynamic model template view method. Okay, so model template view we have completed. Now it is the time to work with the Django project. Okay, so basically I will tell you how to create the Django project from starting and how to work on that. So I will actually revise all the concept which you learned until. Okay, so let me go to the here. Here I want to open new project. So basically I want to open new project. So I will go to new project folder, and inside champ space Python project, instead of here I will go to the champ space. Okay, champ space folder, not in Python project, and here I will create one project. Here I can give the project one project. Let me give the name of that project. So you can give any name you want. Okay, so let me give the Django level 2. Django Django level 2. Okay, so we can give Django level 2, and all the things will remain the same. And let me create the virtual environment. Okay, inside the Django level 2 I am creating the virtual environment. So this is our initial project, and this is our new project. Okay, so we will close the older window. Okay, we will close that, and now we will work on this virtual environment. Okay, so in PyCharm, when we create any project, so by default our PyCharm will create the virtual environment, and here you can see the file, all the file related to virtual environment, and this created the file that is main.py. Okay, so this functionality is only available in PyCharm code editor. In Visual Studio Code and Atom text editor, in any Sublime text editor, you need to create the virtual environment by using the custom way. So here you cannot use this, it automatically done all the parts. Okay, now what we need to do here inside the Django level 2. Okay, so you can see the path. Django level 2 is here, and you can see we created the Django level 2 in this path here also. Okay, so you can see here Django level 2, and we have all the virtual environment files. So this is the part you already aware about that. Okay, and let me go further, and let me create the Django application. So before that I need to install the Django here. So for installing the Django, let me give the command. uh, what is the command? What is the command to install Django in PyCharm? Okay, so it will give the command. So you need to type the Django. Okay, okay. So we need to type yum install Django or any other thing. Yeah, pip install Django. I think we need to write pip install Django. Pip install Django. Okay. So this I need to verify. So let me give the command here in the terminal. Let me open the terminal. And we are in this folder, okay, Django level 2. And here only in this folder Django level 2, we need to give the pip install. Okay, so here we'll work with pip Python library. So we need to give the pip install Django, pip install Django. So it will install the Django here in this directory. And after that, I will create the application. Okay. So after that, we will create the application Django application. It is installing the Django. Okay. So this is the revision for you from the starting how to create the Django application and how to work, how we will work on template part and views part and URLs part. So this is the quick recap. So what you have learned till now. Okay. So let me create the Django application after installing the Django. So first we have installed the virtual environment, then now we are installing the Django. So it is installing, it is taking some time, okay. So until it, let's wait for some time. So new version of Django installed, okay. Now it is the time to install the Django app. So we need to give the command Django admin start project pro2. So we need to give the project name here and we need to start the Django project, okay. So for that we need to give the Django admin. So we need to give the Django admin command. Okay, so let me give the command Django. After that, we are giving the command Django admin. Okay, here inside this folder, Django admin, start project, start project. Okay, and you can give the name of your project. So let me give the Pro2 project. Okay, this is the Pro2 project, and let me create the project, and it is created here. You can see we have Pro2 project, and here we have urls.py. Okay, and in the URL we have path admin.site URLs. Okay, so this part we have done, and next what is the next part? So in the pro 2 in the pro 2 in the Django level 2 we need to give the python manage.py start app2. Okay, so now we need to go to the project. So what will be the name of the project? Pro 2. So here we can go to Pro2, and inside the Pro2 we need to give one command, that is Python. Okay, Python manage dot py. Okay, and here we need to start one application. So we need to give a start app. Earlier we have given a start project. Now it is the time to give a start app because we are creating the app. Okay, and the name of the app is app2. So that will be in camel case. So now you can see here we have in Pro2 project we have app2 and Pro2. In the app2 we have all the models and views. Okay. So now this part we have done, and now in the Pro2 we need to uh, create the templates, and inside the templates we need to create a app2. Okay. So here directly I will do one thing in the Pro2. I need to create one directory, and that will be the templates directory. Okay, and inside the templates, I need to give the another directory, that is app2, you can say. Okay, so app2, and inside the app2 I need to give the one HTML file, that is users. Okay, so first will be the users.html, and second will be index.html. Okay, so users, so we have given the users.html file, and the second we will give directly from here index.html. So these two files, initial file we have made, and now it is the time to create some settings in the settings.py, and for that you need to go to the settings.py. So here we have settings.py, and inside this settings.py you need to add something here in below the base directory. Need to give the template directory. So template directory. Okay, so inside the template directory we will give the os path join. So basically we are adding the path of template directory. Okay, in the settings.py. So here we are using the base dir, and inside the base dir we are using the templates. So templates. Okay, this we have done, and now after that we need to go to the templates. Okay, so here we need to also write import os. Okay, now import os, and this we have done, and now in the template part we need to give here the template. Okay, so template, what need to give here, template directory. So you can give template directory here. This we have done. Okay, so this parts in settings.py we have done. This is the some settings we need to give. Okay, so this way we can add the templates templates path, and in the apps, we have created one app2. This we have created using the start app command. So here we need to add application also, that we have created. So we need to give the same name here. So now you can see app2 application created. Okay, so after that, what is the main thing we need to add, that is models. Okay, so later we will come on to the urls part, but now directly I'm going to the models part. Okay, so here inside this application we'll create the models. First, from django.db import models. Okay, this should be here, and here I need to create one class, so that class will represent one model. Okay, so that model should be what, users. Okay, so this will tell you the users model, so the users who will come to your website. So this those user will store in this model. Okay, so what we want, so if I see first name of the user we want, so we need to give the first name care field. So models dot care field. So inside the care field we have capital C. So here we need to give the care field, and we can give the condition. Okay, this is like giving SQL query and creating the columns in database. This is like that. So here I'm giving the maximum length should be 128, and let me save this code line. and I will paste it here. And instead of writing the first name, now it is the time to writing the last name. So last name of the user. And in the models.char field, we can give the maximum length of the user like 128, the same. And after that, we will create the email. Okay. So whenever we are logging the user, what we will ask: first name, last name, email, phone number. What is? So this thing we need to add. So for that we need to add the call models in the database. Okay. So here instead of care field, we need to add the email field. Okay. So then it will take the email field functionality in the database, and maximum length what we want to give, maximum length should be 264. Okay, so we can say emails will be email can be larger than first name or last name. Okay, and this will be the unique. Okay, this will be the unique, so it will work like primary key. Okay, it will be the unique in the database. So this we have done in the models.py. Okay, so let me save it. And now it is the time to go to the views section. So we have model template views part. So we have given the template. Okay, you can see we have given the template. We have created the models. So from we are starting from models. So first is models. So we have created the models. Now it is the time to template. Okay, so but before that, let me give the views. Okay, so I will edit the template. So here in the Django.shortcuts, we import render, and next from app2 dot models, we import what user. Okay, so and here we need to define some function. So define index, and it will take the request user request as parameter. Okay, request. This will take the request, and now we need to return render the request. Okay, and in the render request we need to give the path template name, render request template name. Okay, so app2, and inside the app2 we need to give the index.html, index.html. So this we have done, and we need to create another function also. So we need to give the another function, and this should be the user. So this is for index.html and this is for users.html. Okay, so users.html, and here I will give the users list. Not this. I will give the users list. So here I will give the user list. Okay, so it is the user list, and here inside user dot objects dot order by. Okay, so order by, and here first name, first first. So we need to give the first name, order by first name, first name. order by email कर सकते हो, order by first name I am doing here. Okay, so this we have done. And after that we need to create a user direct dictionary, user dictionary. So inside user dictionary we need to pass the key value pair, and you can see key should be users. Okay, and key should be users, and value will be user list. Okay, value will be user list. Here you can see. So this is user dictionary, and here return. So I will copy the return render part from here, and this will come here. So return request, and here I need to give the template name users.html instead of index.html. Here we need to give the users.html for the users. Okay, and after that we need to give the context, and here the context should be user dictionary. Okay, so this part we have done. Okay, so views part we have done. Now it is the time to create in the app urls.py. Okay, so in the app 2 we need to create the, this is the app. Okay, and here we need to create the one file urls. So urls.py. Okay, so here we need to create the urls.py in the app, and inside this urls.py we need to create the urls. And another urls.py we have in this here. So we have Django.conf.urls. From Django.path we need to give the users path, Django.contrib code admin, and from app2 Django.url path. Okay, so here we need to create the complete urls. But we are going to the urls.py, and there is one another urls.py. So we need to edit this urls.py first of all. This urls.py. Okay. So for this, for in the app, we have created urls.py, and inside we need to write some URLs mapping also. So we need to give the Django dot conf dot urls. Okay, and import URL. So from app to import views. Okay, and here I need to write the URLs patterns. URL patterns. So there is a time limitation, and this video is going to end. So rest of the part I will complete in the next session, maybe tomorrow. Okay, so then we'll go further. Okay, for the rest of the part of this application. So basically I have created the models, and I need to make some URLs, and I have already given the views, and after that I will add the template index.html. Here I will give the dynamic things, percentage percentage things I need to give here. Then we will go further to run the application. Okay, so this part I will do in the next video, next lecture. Okay.